In our tech report, if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you'll no longer have to worry about apps that secretly track your activity. Today, Apple released a new privacy feature as part of a free update to its operating system. It comes after a 7-month delay and a bitter battle between Apple and Facebook over each other's business models. Joining us now to talk more about it is Jessica Naziri, a tech expert and also founder and CEO of TechSesh. That's a technology and lifestyle blog for women. Thanks for joining us, Jessica.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this is a topic that we have seen publicly. They've been feuding for months over this. Apple rolled out the new software today. Facebook resisting it, of course. But if you could give us a quick background on this.
Absolutely. Like you mentioned, today Apple officially released iOS 14.5, and that came with a new privacy framework, and it's called App Tracking Transparency, also known as ATT. So Ashley, until now, we had to opt out of being tracked by flipping a switch in the settings menu, but now you will actually be asked to opt in before you actually will be tracked by Facebook or any other app on your phone.
And most people probably weren't going to go through all of those steps to opt out, but now it's there for them to choose before they use Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg's called this a money grab. Apple says users should have the choice. Have you been talking with people? How do they feel about seeing this now?
Yeah, so like you said, Facebook is not happy about this at all. Effectively, this will not allow them to do what they do to make all that money. So usually whenever we talk about app tracking, there's something called an IDFA. And so that is to identify advertisers. So now that users like you and I have the ability to opt in, we are saying, okay, well, I want to take control. I don't want to click on an email about, I don't know, a green dress and then tracked from Facebook to Instagram and then have all these advertisers find me based on one thing that I click. So I think that people finally feel like, okay, I want to have control over what I will be targeted for. I don't want my data being sold. I don't want my data effectively being used across every social media.
And what does this mean, this final rollout today, mean for the future of online tracking?
So that's really, really big. This is going to have the biggest impact on ad tech vendors. Hundreds of companies gather and use that data online from our phones. And that's what really allows them to target really well. Those, as you see, a lot of times you're talking about something and that targeted advertisement is just so on point, then they will no longer have that ability, and they'll have to spend their money now on Google search or other avenues that, would replace Facebook.
Well, this will be something interesting to watch here in the coming years, especially.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Jessica Naziri, our tech expert tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.